Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It is March 9th, 2026. Got some stuff going on out there. This curator was talking to some folks about, they think they can turn this around by committing a 3D personal attack against somebody and making it so bad that they would have to go into the hospital. This curator's plan is to get this feminine in the hospital, and there they will transfer the energy and the identity and the memories and do all their sanitization crap, probably harvest whatever they can at the time. So I would just suggest, if you can at all, skip the hospitals. Pretend like you're working on a farm far, far, far in the forest, or far, far, far away from the city, and you got to manage your own wounds. Just try to do that for a while, because we got some folks setting up angels hoping that they can bring in a harvest. They've been surviving on the rewards that the earth angelics have been getting for centuries. Only this time it seems that there has been an activation and a knowing regarding the modalities that they prefer to use. So we get our inheritance over surviving and learning the lessons that are necessary in a karmic cycle or whatever, and then these nasties come in and then they marry or get a relationship, and then they kind of tag and harvest that ship and then kick you off it, right? That's what they've been getting on with. But seems that we've grown wise to that. The bridges have been mended, and the upper dimensional spaces can see clearly who's been committing fraud, what they've been doing, and how they've been doing it. So in the central energy, we do have the Page of Pentacles here. There's an opportunity. Somebody may be investing in some kind of a learning something. They may be going to school. They may have a mentor. In the challenge position, Ace of Wands. New opportunities. Power of 3. So we have a page wanting to make a small investment in order to gain more opportunities for this power of 3. They want to come in and start. They want to be there in the subconscious. King of Wands in the reverse. Impulsive, ruthless, high expectations. So he must be thinking about an adult male that is ruthless, probably pushing him into trying to get away with something tricky in the territory. They need this power of 3 in there. They need to get back in with this magic, with this juju. They're trying to get this younger to gather a signature. They want to fraudulently file documentation or something. So they're interdimensional guides, or whoever this is that is guiding them in the territory. They've got this page, and this page doesn't want to do it, but they're being told that they need to do it. So, Two of Cups, proposal on marriage. The page is wanting to make a small financial offer in order to get a good opportunity for the power of 3 in the territory of this new, so it's a new territory. So this is the new earth. Right now we're seeing the destruction of the old programming and the old leadership, which is just a bunch of pimps, and those who support them. So intentions and expectations. Two of Cups, connections. Something is happening very quickly. Quick decisions are happening in the near future. There's the Four of Pentacles. So you have control of the foundation. Somebody's having scarcity. There is a frugal life ahead of us. Saving money. Death. Endings and beginnings. A metamorphosis in the environment. Victory. You are, there's public recognition. You are who you are. Everything that you have said has proven to be true. People can see very clearly whatever the evidence is or the research that you have gathered supports whatever it is. We're making progress. You're balancing the scales. They have been saying you're balancing the scales. Things are being evened out. Things are being made fair. Hopes and fears. Oh, Nine of Swords. Somebody is in despair. Somebody is in despair over this public recognition. The only way that they can turn this around is to actually obtain the 3D vessel. The words, get ready, flashed before my eyes last night, right? Like I was listening to these people talking and stuff as I was laying there trying to sleep. And behind my eyes, or in my third eye, flashed while they were talking the words, get ready. So I don't know if it's them that needs to get ready. I mean, these masculines are all at war, right? Apparently, if the news be true, they're bombing each other and such. And it could just be that this is a storyline that will support the disappearance of a lot of folks, perhaps. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. I don't know. I'm not there. And I know that I can't trust what I see on the television. So the outgoing energy. Yeah, somebody's in a nightmare. They're in regret. Whatever they were doing, they failed with all of this confusion and illusion. The truth is out anyway. The truth is out anyway regarding this Queen of Wands and the abundance and what the hard work that these guys were doing to separate her out from the Emperor. So now head of security could be a mother-in-law, could be somebody, take it as it resonates. They're bringing about a painful ending to some folks, or this could be a painful ending for a Queen of Pentacles because the strength of the Empress is just too powerful. This curator had promised a woman that she was going to get it all, and he failed. And apparently it's really obvious she's unable to do what this Empress does. And it's embarrassing, apparently. A big defeat. The Emperor, yeah, they were trying to get this this Empress separated from the Emperor. Big defeat for the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles is defeating somebody that is trying to keep this Empress and this Emperor apart. Take it as it resonates. We've got the Ten of Wands here. Somebody may be heavily burdened. Somebody is coming into a burden. It could be the completion of the burden for this Empress. There is still some folks out there that are being real immature, you know, and the thing about it is that it's just good to remember that this is a shared collective consciousness field full of information, and just because you think you may have an original idea doesn't necessarily mean it is. So when somebody else comes up with that idea, it's not necessarily that they've been spying on you, stealing your idea. They're just pulling from the same collective field. So, you know, this jealousy and anger and all of this stuff related to shared knowledge that's being granted to those who are open and ready to receive is kind of ridiculous and counterintuitive, and it kind of throws everything off, you know. So yeah, so those who were being your rival are in a tower. Those who wanted to be the rival of this Emperor and this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles who is promised by this curator, this planetary universal pimp, that she was going to get all of the wealth. Well, that's failed. These guys want to get this Empress into the hospital. They think that if they can assault her and cause her enough damage that she needs to get into the hospital, that they will be able to transfer her energy and her value and all of the contracts and authorities to this person. So just be aware of that. We got some folks that are making travel plans. The Queen of Swords is spilling the truth. There's a lot of decisions being made for what she has brought forth about this magician and how having to hold boundaries up, right? Having to stay balanced. It could be that this divine masculine, this King of Cups, is dealing with this codependent toxicity. He might have presented himself as that. He might have contracted with it. But we've got some kind of a enterprise. It could have been an enterprise around the whole realm. But God's here looking at total love and support within the community and this life of luxury. And some folks are getting, some folks are being avoided with this new love offer. It's like you got your guard up to these new love offers because... And there's a celebration here because there's some research going on by Divine Masculine. It's like he's making sure that no willy-nilly page or whatever is going to come in and make a love offer and not have his shit together. Because right now we got a Page of Pentacles wanting to come in, make a small offer in order to gain a new opportunity for this power of 3 in the territory here. That's their challenge. And he's being directed by this King of Wands in the reverse. The end of this is the end of the freaking this cycle for the stars and the earth angels who have been bringing healing. This is the end of them being abused, right? We got King of Pentacles here and the life of luxury. You're giving it away, and it could very well be that you're just sharing the charity. Every dollar that you earned through your suffering, right? That's wild. Now this let's look at that again. I just want to see it real quick. So we got rivals are in a tower. There's tough decisions regarding who's leaving home due to the truth brought forward regarding this magician, that you've had to maintain balance and you're weary. And I heard Divine Masculine or God himself say, the soul of this woman is weary and you will not be destroying this soul. So there's that. It could be that due to the Divine Masculine's love, that there is like a preparation being made for this codependent toxicity. Like there's an enterprise, some sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a shifting, some sort of a lesson. There's karmic lessons, an enterprise. Like there's got to be some lessons somewhere else, because God is like restoring total love and support here when it comes to this stuff. Oh, and I was looking for the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I was looking for. What she got going on. That's the end of the cycle for this Earth Angel star. Where did she go, man? Well, we got the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is right here with a life of luxury, charity, giving away generously. We've got a Prince Charming here trying to defend their beliefs, but they're getting left behind and the wheel is turning. Because through your skill development and your mastery of self, you were able to maintain control of yourself. So now they're being disconnected because of the betrayal and the trickery to the sun and the history. So your love cup, there could be a proposal, a marriage, a new baby, because you were able to persevere. There's freedom here. And there's a significant change or an enlightenment regarding the lovers and the power of two together, the strength of two. You could be making plans here regarding your new beginning and the homecoming here. Well, I lost the Queen of Pentacles. I don't have any idea where she went now. Yeah, the bullies are getting in that chariot and they're wandering away because the love of this Queen of Cups is calling judgment. Oh, on all of the confusion that failed to bury her. Oh, and the Queen. Oh, we got some stuff happening. I have no idea where the Queen of freaking Pentacles went. Where did she go? Is she on the bottom of the deck? Did I just stick her down there? No. Where did she go? There she is. Okay, I almost got to it. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, Queen of Wands is working hard, very determined with whatever it is she's investing in, right? Working hard. And this person, Knight of Pentacles, I don't know what's going on here, but he's heartbroken over some routine that he was doing. The Emperor, the Emperor is here. Now, I don't know if he could be bringing a painful ending to this Queen of Pentacles, or this Queen of Pentacles could be the working parent of the Emperor, and they are bringing a painful ending to the rivals of the Empress due to her strength here. Yeah, so you take it as it resonates. I've been reading the Queen of Pentacles as like a protective mother figure. But it could also be the rival that was promised the wealth of the Empress, who is now being dealt with by the Emperor. She could have been wearing this identity. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of trickery regarding identity. You know, a lot of people dressing up in identities of importance. Earlier today, when I got home, I did some strange stuff today, man. Today was an off day for me. Got home late. But I'm sitting there at the counter and I'm opening my mail and stuff, and I hear something about all of the actors. Now, I don't know what's going on with all of the actors. I don't know where, you know, everybody got the storylines for these fantastic little movies and shows that they've been showing, but it's like it's other people's lives, and they put it on screen, and they've been pretending that they're the people that actually had these experiences. And some of them are so fantastic, you just wonder what timeline or dimension they must have had the experience on, right? Anyway, Page of Pentacles here is coming forward. They're trying to manifest some kind of an opportunity. They want to offer something small. They want to come forward, make an offer. They need an entanglement. They need an opportunity. They need an entanglement. There's unexpected event. So Page of Pentacles is trying to make a small offer. He needs an opportunity for the power of 3 here. This shady magician here in the reverse. He's being guided by King of Wands in the reverse. So there's an unexpected event happening here because they're worshiping money and they're trying to get their asses back into the territory. So there's some stuff happening. Constant battles, relentless opposition. They worship money and they're being driven by this King of Wands, a ruthless, impulsive bastard. They need an opportunity for the power of 3 here. Third party situation. Danger is approaching. False flame. So they're sending in the Page, the younger, to come in and try to hijack this. I saw this the other day. Actually, it was earlier. I think it was a message that I had received. They were I heard overnight, they were coaching. It was, I think I posted earlier how they had found a Judas. This Page, they were convincing this Page to come in to get this woman's signature. They're worshiping money. They're trying to get this woman's signature so that they can do shit here. The Divine Mother, who is obviously the true royal one, stated that they will not be able to curse your business or your land. they need this signature. They might be trying to make an offer to get your signature on something. There is a King of Wands here, some ruthless jackwagon with high expectations. It's unachievable expectations. Dude is freaking whacked in the mind. He could be drinking, fighting in the head. He could be hollering, you know, arguing with himself or whatever. He might be going a little wacko. Could be suffering from some mental delusions, forcing this younger into the space that he doesn't have any reason to be in, especially with this malicious mindset. The Two of Cups is in the recent past, so there is unified love. There may have been a spiritual union or a marriage connection. Sudden wealth. So in the recent past, somebody was getting married to gain sudden wealth. They were marrying the roses. These rosy boyfriends were getting reckless sex entanglements or actual contracts with the actual rose that they needed to sacrifice and gain money from, right? So these rosy boyfriends are demon lovers. They are fallen angels. These reckless sex bullshit artists, they're just fallen angels, demon lovers. And they worship death. That's how they get their money, is by marrying a beautiful flower and then pitching her into the freaking dark. Here, devil, have a flower. Yeah, can I have my money now? Yeah, that's how they did it. So very quickly, we got something happening here. Abandonment. To those who abandoned their contracts, to those who abandoned their wives or husbands, to those who abandoned the ones that they promised to protect and supplied for. We got the Four of Pentacles here. Watch out for any of these youngers that are coming into your energy. They're being driven by these nasty cornholio. I'm sorry, I said cornholio again. No disrespect to our two-spirited people. I'm so sorry. When I first started reading these cards, I was reading about these money-worshipping people who married others for contracts just so that they could unalive them and you know, get paid by the devil for that soul. And it's just not... I'm sorry for being disrespectful for the two-spirited people. I'll try to be more kind. I've been given grace, so I'm not in the middle of the war anymore. I've received grace, so I'm very happy. I should kind of rearrange my verbal a little bit. Because there's absolutely two different types of folks out there. There's terrorists and the folks that are using the image of the Father to terrorize children and women and such. And then there are those who are just very gentle souls, you know, that are unique. So anyway, we got somebody who wanted to control the foundation and they were exploiting everybody. It's like they were getting evidences on them, like these stupid pedophile or whatever they do at the Epstein thing where they got cameras everywhere and they got dirt on people. And so they've been exploiting everybody and controlling the foundation in this way. Nobody was brave enough or courageous enough to come forward and say, hey, I did this and before I go ahead and destroy any more lives in this world, I'm gonna say this, you know. And I don't know, you know, people wind up, it's a death sentence, but you either man, everybody has to confess one way or another, and whether publicly or once you go see the maker, right? We got death here. Whoever it was that was controlling the foundation here and exploiting others with this hidden crime, whatever, there's death. There's a change. It's over. They can't do this anymore. They can't exploit people and their output in the world, their actions in the world, their presentation, their GPS. You're reaching out first. So there's a transformation here. You're reaching out first. Death is reaching out first. They're real desperate. They're gonna do a 3D thing. I don't know if they can. See, this is the thing. I don't know if these are just ghosts, because I know that Spirit showed me coffins. So these are dead people. I'm a medium. So I'm a psychic medium. So these could actually be dead people, or these could be they're interdimensional guides, which I think some of them are. But they could also be like animated corpses with actual dead people inside of them, and this was their opportunity to compete with the living, the true living, for the power of the soul, right? I don't take it as a resonate. So you got the 6 of Wands here, public recognition. You have a victory over these jackwagons that were doing the very least to petty gain, right? Hi, Roland, Jezebel, teddy bear hugging little whack job, you know. And this reminds me of Prince Andrew, how people said that he's got all those stuffed bears on his bed. And I don't know, each bear could represent somebody that he kind of sucked the soul out of. I don't know. The dude very well could have names for every one of those. Anyhow, you got a victory over this little guy who was interested in petty gains, using people, and this routine for a teddy bear boy. They are in despair. Everybody can see that, and you're reaching out first. It's like, do not come into this energy, and they want to so bad. This curator, he doesn't care. They're criminals anyway. I mean, they commit crimes, and they drive people to commit crimes. That's what they do. That's what they love, these biolab freaking synthetic drugs and stuff. They really get off on it. They control people with them, and they think that because they have a medicine in these women, and that they want to harvest, that they have the right to do it. And I don't know if it's because it's got a magic spell on it, or if it's because of some kind of nanobot that they can like latch onto a frequency of, and then I don't know how that works. Apparently they got technology that they can do it with, and somebody out there feels that they're going to be able to do it successfully, and I'm not too sure about that. They're not going to have a happy ending. There's a nightmare here. Dude, you've been doing all the work to push that love up the mountain, and then this Casanova Cornhelio, or whatever the hell you want to, sorry, he cannot do that anymore. You push the love up that hill, and you're reaching out first. He's not going to take any part of that. He's not getting a new beginning either. This fella here, it was a competition. These men who prefer other men, but they needed to tap into the womb of power in order to gain the energy to be powerful. You got a victory over him, Divine Feminine. It's the end of them messing around with you. You're reaching out first. It's the end of them exploiting you, commanding your foundation and exploiting you and others around you. They threw your love in the trash, and now they're getting thrown in the trash. 10 of Wands burden here. Family ties. It's the completion. I think it's the completion. So yeah, so this is the completion of the 10 of Wands burden, or they could be that you've been carrying for the past family ties. The Royal Mother stated some time ago, like nearly 2 years ago, that They've lost their dream come true when they came for you, and you are getting a new family. Like, God is extracting you out of this mess that had been gaining contracts just to sacrifice these rosy boyfriends, these demon lovers, getting married just to sacrifice the rose to the devil, because they're devil worshipers. They're demon lovers. That's who they are loyal to. And all of the systems, these religious systems that have been torturing people and burning them alive for being sacrilegious, all along they have been committing sacrilege on the divine beings who have natural source connection. It is they who have been committing sacrilege. And they've been trying to force religion down people's throats and commanding that rule or whatever, right? They wanted to be people's gods, but the people said, wait a minute, I've got source connection, right? I've got my own messaging. I know what's divine and what isn't, but you got these brutalizer men in flesh suits portraying themselves as God. Weird, huh? It's like, it could be that you've learned your lessons. These deep karmic bonds, bringing responsibilities and life lessons. You've learned the lessons and of everything that you had to go through with these fake marriages. So you've learned everything you needed to go through, and now you're getting a true blue, a new family. You're getting a new family tree is what you're getting. So the tribe of the lion and the jaguar have been united, and this is a completely different thing, because you've rooted out the issues from their source by living cycle after cycle after cycle and experiencing this type of behavior. And because God raised you up and resurrected you like the phoenix and took all of that information down, and now it's like it's over for these people. There's nothing that they can do to trap you. They will not be removing you from your flesh suit, your temple. They will not be moving into that temple. You've got a new contract here. You got a new family tree. So this can be read two different ways. The walls are closing in on those who wanted to duke it out with you or keep you in a cycle of alcohol abuse or whatever. Or it could very well be that you're removing the walls built by cultural differences. You and your kingdom spouse may be from different parts of the world, different nationalities or whatever. And it could be that you have been focusing on long-term discipline rather than short-term goals, and you chose sobriety over alcohol. So you were able to remove the walls. You're able to come together. The walls are coming down because you got yourself together. You were able to move through the shit, and now the twin flames are here, and they are smashing the digital detox, these digital copies throughout the other dimensions, spying on you, creating false digital content, like those animated movies where they can create like pornography, like the Musk. He did something with the Grok or whatever, and they were making animated movies out of still photographs of children, and then broadcasting it throughout the universe. And this is what these ones have been doing with the gift. They've been creating these digital movies of them that were absolutely not true. Of this infidelity, of whoring, of being a prostitute. They were creating digital movies and it was all false. None of it was true. You're innocent of it. There were a lot of folks that were actually, physically molesting people here in the 3D. And they were doing it energetically also. They wanted to taint the energetic supply so that all of the energy of the divine beings here was a soup, like a nasty freaking soup of reckless sex and energy all kind of mixed together, and they wanted all of us to be seen as that. But many of you got tired of Mr. Sudden Wealth, money worshiper, betraying us for whatever, and then throwing your love in the trash. So you just chose whatever, to be alone, to pure up your energy, to, you know, manage yourself. Nobody needs a child, a greedy little child, expecting you to serve them with everything that you are while they throw your love in the garbage, treating you like shit. The gift, you are the gift, and you're going to be getting a celebration here, guided from above. The gifts, you are the gifts. You're guided from above. Oh, and there, look, there's an ultimatum coming here. Guided from above. God is so the gift, embrace your uniqueness. You cherish yourself, your inner beauty, connected to the Most High Divine, man. Recognize your inner beauty and embrace your worth, your value. These masculines, with their magic tricks and hardening of the waters and all of this stuff, and these Wi-Fi driving of these stupid digital soap operas through our minds, nobody loves me, you know, I'm fat, no, I got a big belly, nobody wants me, I've been alone forever, nobody ever wants me. And it's like, whatever, man, you know what? Want yourself, recognize you're special, and then just recognize that these people who just want to come in and hit it and quit it and then just laugh in your face like you're nothing. Come on, man. You got a celebration here because you're being guided from above, and there is an ultimatum being delivered on those who were chasing quick gains, speculation, chasing quick gains, stealing your savings, stealing your wealth, divine, feminine, masculine. And now they're starting to malfunction because they gambled with you. And the answer is no, rejection. They thought that they were going to be able to be seen as you, Empress. And they thought that they were going to come in and slip into your beautiful high status identity, and that you were going to hold the universal gatekeeper position or the planetary gatekeeper or whatever authority position the Most High gave you. And they thought they were just going to come in and command it. But they got rejected. God said, you're a fucking loser, man. Get the F out. Peeping on people, consuming their value, running around like you're special when you're just a freaking clown. Let them go out and freaking choke each other out because they need a lifesaver now. And they're reaching for this fierce, independent woman who had to do it all on her own. And you know what she's saying? She's saying, get it together on your own damn self, dude. Go do the work that you said this dime a dozen woman was incapable of. Go do it. Because this commitment is in the freaking shredder. It's over. It's over, Jack. And I'm sorry, Jack. I say Nasty Jack a lot. My apologies to all of the Jacks out there who are not Nasty Jacks. Okay, so because they cannot do or undo, they cannot reverse what they did to their oath. They prostituted their bride, and they've been doing it for centuries. They've been tagging her when she's just a girl and freaking deflowering her in those heinous, brutal way. Freaking getting off on it. And then broadcasting the freaking movie throughout the freaking universe like he's the most successful conqueror of the fucking world. You piece of shit. God said you're going to get what you deserve, asshole, because you've only been mimicking the value of the true gift in this world. And you're a foul motherfucker, worse than the animals. These people don't deserve a human suit. They don't deserve an animal suit because the animals on this planet, whether they eat other animals or not, are far more gracious to their own families than these ones ever were. They don't deserve a family. And they don't deserve to go back down there with their devil daddy either. No, they got to go visit some real nice boogeymen. They got a lot of damage to pay back. They got a lot of suffering to pay back. Bad freaking news, because they were manipulating divine feminine, causing her all kinds of distractions, and hoping that she would be seen as a freaking failure. But she was able to break on through anyway on her freaking own, while all of these freaking nasty pieces of shit looking for a free ride tried to stop her. Damn assholes. Now they're trapped. Mr. Small Offering is trapped, and he is not going anywhere. He's a freaking demon lover. He missed the deadline. He could not steal your honor this time. And you're moving into your destiny. And those who are there, your trump card, your masculine, your true twin is condemning these people for what they've done to you. And they're confused. Oh no, all those who had been spreading lies, being hateful and malicious while calling themselves fucking daughters of the Most High. They're going to get a secret weapon. Bam! Quietly deadly strike. Bam! Freaking bam! Because this channel has been promoted. Everybody in the universe can see what this gift is, what it's been doing, what it has offered, and what it continues to offer to those who are worthy. They were comparing themselves with your twin flame, these demon lovers, and they were trapping the beautiful flowers, the daughters of Eden, in this cycle. They would gain a contract, sacrifice them, and as soon as they were reborn, they would come in and RAP them as a beautiful little, 4-year-old girl, 2-year-old girl. And then they would get off on their constant abuse while they siphoned her energy, like let her live for 25 years, and then siphon 50, 60 years of her life, and then gobble it up and live for another 100 years. Ooh, I'm a big man. I conquer the whole fucking world. You see that portal of eternal life? Oh yeah, honey, it's mine. Well, God says no, bitch. God said no, bitch. You're gonna go to fucking prison because you're a nasty fucker. You don't deserve to be here. Asshole. This woman and these women had to push that love for your whole nasty fucking family up that mountain, and every damn time you pushed them back down and you went up there with little Miss Jezebel, little Miss Cocky, sucker. Yeah, she loves you, and now you're getting warned because you were puppeting and using the divine feminines and the divine masculines for your stupid profit system, and you made an unfair evaluation with this stupid digital whisper. The cry for help was seen, and maybe Mr. Social Jaguar needs help. They want to vanish, and they can't. There's hell to pay for all of the times that the angel had to crawl up out of that fucking pit of fire, bitch. It's your turn. Oh, they want to do a 3D thing. So just be prepared. I mean, I don't think God or your protectors are going to let them anywhere near you, but, you know, there's more than one for sure. And even if somebody does get distracted, the others won't. So, and, you know, you yourself should be very aware right now. They want to be done with this by the end of September. Apparently by the end of April, they want to transfer a lot of stuff too. They want these divine feminines because the divine feminines have received everything back that they had stolen from them. And they're very angry and they're very desperate to get it back. Page of Pentacles is making a small offer. This is an unexpected event that they're going to have rising tensions, constant battles. They're worshiping money. And it's like, whoa. This says you chose them, third-party betrayal replacement, and it's in the reverse. You're not choosing them. You don't want them. They're worshiping money. There's an unexpected event. They're going to get their ass kicked if they come into your energy is what's going to happen. And this poor fella, and I'm not even saying, I mean, it's really, really awful that they got involved in this thing, and I don't know what the hell happened, but they're doing the bidding of this asshole here who's drinking to numb himself because he can't take his life, his personality. He's got unachievable expectations. He's trying to escape his emotions by getting drunk. You didn't choose them. They're a false flame. Danger is approaching. The dead are coming. They kept you. They tried to drown, shut down the light of your soul. And they kept you in this dark hellhole for a long time, lifetime after lifetime. You made friends, man. And then once they discovered who it was you really are, oh, honey, you gotta know there's danger approaching these third-party enemies, because a lot of the people that are in this space are people that the false flames put there. Yeah. Yeah. So these powers of 3 looking for a new opportunity, they're going to get one, all right. Danger is approaching. Danger is approaching. There's a lot they have to... This wasn't love. It was never love. It was money worship. They targeted the most successful, high vibrational, full of light, spiritually gifted women and men that they could. And then they drained them because they're demon lovers. They're those rosy boyfriends, those rosiers, whatever. R-O-S-I-E-R. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Rosier, rosier, whatever. They're demon lovers. They're fallen angels. And they drag everybody into this hypersexuality, this reckless sex. It's a siphoning system. But the tea is cold now. You're up, walking away from the damn table. You're not choosing them. It wasn't love. It was a fantasy. The truth has been exposed on these false flames. They're drinking, trying to cope. You're not accepting any more damn drama. Not one effing bit. They're interdimensional gurus. They're telling this curator to go negotiate. It's like the dude's been pimping divine women and children, and I don't know what he's been doing to the men. It's awful, whatever it is. I don't want to go there, man. Yeah. But it's awful. And he thinks he can just come in, apologize, and negotiate some kind of compensation. It's like, dude... There's so many souls that did not make it out of God's family. Oh, they think they could just negotiate their way right out of this one. The little pandas that they created just for their enjoyment, their pleasure. So, the 2 of Cups was being used by Nasty Jack, the fallen angel, the rosier, the rosy boyfriend, for sudden wealth. They needed to siphon the wealth out of the womb of power, out of the rose, out of the beloved one of God. And now they've lost you. She's gone, Nasty. She's gone, Nasty, and you're in the fucking toilet is where you are. And I hope that the water is toxic. I hope it hurts, bitch. I hope it hurts. Just like in that realm of Rome, and that where that Colosseum is, all of the waters are like acid. The people there, they can't put their toe in the water. It's acid. I was able to swim in it, but not them. They can't flush a toilet. They can't take a bath. Nothing. Bitch. Very quickly, something is happening here for those who threw your love in the trash. They deeply betrayed you. They lost you. They wanted you in the trash again. He married you, sudden wealth, false security. Woo! I'm a big man because I got the big lady, but the big lady's going in the trash because I got myself this pretty little robot. Do everything I say. Fake boobs. Big ol' eyes. Their little nano chip technology working great. You can program it to say, do whatever you want. Smile pretty, honey. Don't you argue with your daddy now. You always come back. False hope. Door left open. Familiar pain. They always abandoned you. They came in, hit it, quit it, and then leave it. Just enough to keep you hanging. Keep your heartstring in a suffering state. Because they were making money. They were making freaking money, man. On your suffering. Centuries. And the thing that really pisses me off is that these fuckers, they sacrificed their wives in previous lives and they came back and they violated us when we were just babies. And they knew who we were. And they knew that we had forgotten. And then they have the balls to come into the astral space and say, do you still love me? Well, no, bitch. No. There's nothing like that for them anymore. What there is exactly what they put into the mirror. Boo! Bitch, be hit by a whole fucking lot of lives full of suffering. They have to go through it. God said that everything they put into your mirror, they will be held accountable for. Every nasty blemish that they laid upon you will be put on them. The shame and the blame that they put into the jar that they had you in, they covered you in it and blamed you for it. And for centuries, you were eating the debt that you were paying, the karmic debt for it. But this time, you chose you. You're like, hey, I did this, I did that, this happened, that happened, but, you know, and there's no excuses. It is what it is. But the thing here is, you know, you got to give up this shit. You got to stop letting people exploit you. You got to embrace your sovereignty. You got to stop giving the value of who you are away to somebody who can't even manage them own selves. He's crazy. Look what he's doing. He's crazy, man. He's a freaking psycho. Demon got a hold of his brain. Mr. Rosy boyfriend wanting to be a husband just so he can throw you in the trash, replace you with a copycat, and then pretend in the upper dimensional spaces that they would have never accessed without tapping you. They go up in that space with your replacement who pretends to be you. And then they start exploiting everyone, taking from everyone, being cruel, jealous, bitter. Well, that's the end of that. When you chose you, when you stopped letting them exploit you, when you went to the upper supreme, the most high, whoever, and you said, and you know what? They could see far more than you because they kept wiping your mind. You know, that Brighter Days Clinic, you know, nebulizer, whatever the hell, which is, by the way, what they're talking about too. So when you chose you made a clean break, and that is the death of this. Mr. Exploit you for your profit is over because you're reaching out first. You're like, you look, Nasty Jack, you better not come near me. Don't enter the energy. It wasn't love. It was control. It was possession. It was a power play. Ego. She's reaching out first. She's like, it's done. You know, this crap that they were doing, binding you and shit. Yeah, that's done. Over and out, Johnny, Jack, Eddie, Pete, whatever the hell. Maybe you all can give me a name that might be better. But I'll probably offend somebody no matter what I say. So we got the Six of Wands here. Public recognition and victory. Those who were chasing petty gains, interested in breaking hearts for profit. Mr. Teddy Bear Routine Boy, Mr. Gigolo, Mr. Prostitute, who he had been prostituting himself by sleeping with all the nasty and all the beautiful and all of the anything. You know what his job was? It was to mix up the soup, baby. Make everybody look the same. You go out there and you get yourself a high vibrational woman, hasn't had sex in decades, and now you're going to go cornhole her and download every bitch you ever slept with. And you're going to mess up that energy. And you're going to foul up her spiritual identity, her characteristics, her patterning by downloading all of the nasty shit of all of the other people that he's been sleeping with, male and female, gathering all the shit for the devil and then dumping it on a rose before he sends her to Osiris for her karmic debt. The routine, man. As many as possible. The dude was getting paid to muddy the water of the royal bloodlines. Those who have actual soul value. They're in a nightmare now. They're not getting a happy ending. Oh no. Oh no, you fraudulent mofo. You didn't push shit up that hill. You wanted a damn fairy tale. But life has shown its imperfections. And it was not the perfect story. It was not the perfect story, you jackwagon. It was not the perfect story. And you're not getting a new beginning. You are not getting a new beginning because this woman is not going to reach out to you. It's over. We have been emancipated from the yoke. We have been freed from the burden of their sin. They thought that they had defiled and degraded and desecrated everything so freaking thoroughly that we would never be recognized for our original, organic, beautiful, loving self. Some of you have been celibate for years, if not decades. You took yourself seriously. You showed yourself the love and the kindness that these ones were swearing you were not worthy of. And you said, F off, Jack. There's no room for you in my freaking world. Get out. Get out. They don't get a new beginning with you. They don't get to take shit from you. They're not participating in nothing. They're going to have to experience every nasty thing. I had a vision of a man. Well, first off, I watched one of them. I ran across, I wasn't looking for it, a video of Epstein Island. There was a tub and there were kids lined up against the wall and he was grabbing one and then jamming their face in this bathtub, trying to, scare them, drown them, whatever. Well, anyway, the vision that I had was a fully grown adult male and he was on his knees and his was getting jammed, his face was getting jammed into a tub of water, like that child was having done to them, which makes me wonder, was this a person who did that to the children? Because every nasty thing that they did will be done to them. So it must be the case. It must be the case. I just say that because I would like people to understand that even though you may not be physically aware of changes and shifts that are happening, these things are being returned to those who put them upon us. Used, then discarded, thrown away, devalued, emotional trash. They're not getting a new beginning because they used and abused you. They cannot have another opportunity with you. You're too special. And these people are sick, man. Freaking rosy boyfriends. This is a completion of your heavy burden. You've got so you can say this is a completion of the burden that your old family ties put you in, or you can say that this is the completion of that heavy burden because your new family ties are here making certain of it. This is a completion of family ties, of these beautiful families with their children and all of that. It's a completion of your heavy burden. They're like, these people made it so difficult for husband and wife to stay together because they were driving like those soap operas with the Hulu streaming and Wi-Fi, Microsoft bullshit. So they were driving in like stories of infidelity, and in your dream space, they would run a movie of your husband or wife having sex with somebody else, and you would be forced to stay there and watch it, right? You couldn't wake yourself up or whatever. It's because it was a manipulation. And then you wake up, and then what happens? You go to the store, and then you got some Jezebel or gigolo coming up making eyes at your person, right? And then it just feeds into that movie, which causes all kinds of emotional heartbreak and such. And then, before you know it, there's a breakup. The children don't have mommy or daddy in the house gets sold, foreclosure, whatever. And then there is bankruptcy and all this kind of crap. And they drive that into people, man. They make it very difficult for families to stay together and love each other. The cycle repeat. So it could be that there is now a 10 of Wands burden on the family ties that had you into this thing. They're going to repeat the cycle. They're stuck in a loop. There's no exit for them. They're not getting a new beginning because real eyes and real lies. You are seeing clearly. The illusion cracked. The illusion cracked. They used and discarded you. They used and discarded you, and they were getting paid by the devil to taint the sacred essence of the womb and to gain access to the womb of high vibrational, high dimensional star souls, because it could use you as a bridge and a connector to that realm, and then they could go up there with a copycat wearing your face and your energy, and they could make war with the people up there. That's what they were doing. So, real eyes see eyes. You're seeing clearly. The illusion is cracked, and they're not getting a closure. They're not getting a closure because they were using people only when it was convenient. Stalking people on their socials, and then coming in and presenting themselves as, oh, it feels like I've known you forever. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Block and bless. You've got your boundaries up. You're like, dude, look, you chose yourself. You chose yourself. It's a new day and a new freaking way. It's a new way. Block and bless. No contact. It's closure. The energy has shifted. The truth is revealed. The illusion is shattered. You see the truth about the family ties or whatever it is that's been going on. They were just using you like a freaking crapshoot, a freaking, gambling chip or whatever. And they gambled you and they lost. They were just using you to try to get a new beginning. They wanted to leave you here in heartbreak with nothing. They wanted to ride your soul, take your golden ticket and present themselves as though they were the one who always had it. Nope. They might be coming in with a fake apology. So we got blocked AF. Yeah. They're not able to move on. They're dreaming of you. Somebody's dreaming of you. They're thinking about what they should have done. Talking to the void. Confused as hell. Why? Because you glowed up. Because you healed. Because you detached from the toxic ties. It's a new way and a new day for you. And now they're obsessed. Now they're obsessed because it was always you, but they burned the bridge by being sweet and then sour. They burned the bridge by being sweet and then sour, and you're done explaining. You're like, look, I'm walking away, man. Look, walking away, done explaining. It's over. It's over. Hot and cold, yeah, get off. It's not me, it's trauma. Okay, well, go heal your trauma because, look, man, nobody... The trust is broken. Nothing adds up. The trust is broken. And you never showed up. You never showed up, man. They marry you there in the 4D. And then they never show up. Oh, all their fucking buddies do while you're sleeping in your bed by yourself with your dog to get their little fix of your little freaking womb. Come in and drain your sacral of some energy so they can go do baneful magic in your name. They're so unworthy of that connection. It's so sick. You were the key to everything, and they treated you like shit. There's divine intervention here. How dare they? How dare they disrespect you so thoroughly, man? Over and over again, lifetime after lifetime. And the thing about it is that that damn recycle, rebirth, and the damn brutality that happens when we're children, that they know who we are. And they come into our life when we are in our most weak, vulnerable, and happy, pure, innocent state, to traumatize, to abuse, to cause such a difficult shattering for us. And they get paid a lot for every shattering that you have to then spend years putting yourself back together. And they stalk you, and they come in. As soon as you get well again, they come in and they get another love affair. Until, look, man, you didn't choose them. So the Page of Pentacles is here, wanting to make a small investment. There's an unexpected event for this dude because he's worshiping money. You did not choose them. They're coming into your house, into your home. You didn't choose them. Or they didn't choose you. You're not dealing with any third party hoe bags. So you got this Page of Pentacles. They're a third party hoe, and you are not dealing with them. There's an unexpected event here for this money worshiper. You're not dealing with them in this space. You're dealing with real live talent. People who have the freaking skill to build, to be great, to go in that direction. But you got this Ace of Wands here. They need a new opportunity. This Power of 3, this third party enemy, but danger is approaching. It's like everybody from the past, from the beginning to now, these false flames screwed over. Oh, their fantasy has crashed now. The truth has been exposed. Look, the history. You've solved the puzzle of the history, of the photographs, of these movies, these false movies. They've been broadcasting them everywhere, whether they be true or not. We got animal friends. It could, the cats, the tribe of Lyra, they're here. 888 Lions Gate, divine intervention. You assholes who've been dragging the lion around under your freaking smelly armpit for centuries, you're gonna get freaking made into lunch for the freaking animals. This clown has been performing all along, and they've been feeding divine beings to this black hole soul, and they claim that it's going to come up and get us again. So they're saving their big heavy hitter soul consumer, for the ending. But this magistrate isn't on her own. They keep thinking that it's her. Man, divine feminine doesn't get where she is because she thinks she's the biggest, baddest freaking warrior in the freaking universe. No. These guys, they're like, she's too powerful. She doesn't know how powerful is. She's just not, and they think that you're innocent, you're young, you're beautiful, and you share sweetly and innocently. They made an unfair assessment. They thought that because your childlike, sweet nature permitted you to help people, even when they were having you do things that were not good, your purity could not recognize the maliciousness of it because the malice was not in you. So that's that. So don't beat yourself up if you kept walking into these traps, okay, for not recognizing it. It wasn't in you, and they were trying to put it in you. Commitment. Your protection is committed to you. Your commitment to finding out the illusion, the mystery of why you perfectly talented beings with these beautiful soul song that it's necessary that you be here singing your soul song, and you're single. You've been single the whole time, wandering around out here by yourself, while this asshole has been sacrificing the rose and presenting their worthless self up there in the upper spaces. They cannot create. They cannot produce. They're not a creator. They can't just say, oh, give me a freaking meadow full of flowers. No, they can't manage that. Not without letting the blood out of somebody and stealing their freaking potency. It's sick. We got divine intervention here by the crown. Somebody came into the inside a true royal of these upper dimensional spaces. They're calling her a soprano. She came in here, she dove to the deepest fucking pit of hell and lived there many lifetimes to discover what was going on. God came at the proper time, resurrected her, pulled her up, and discovered everything that it was. And now these pieces of shit will be an eternal regret for what they have been doing to the divine sons and daughters. Broadcasting their pain and their suffering and their slavery all over the freaking universe like you're something special. Oh, a forgotten person is the core of the problem. And you discovered the core of the problem, this forbidden criminal behavior. Treating their fucking wives as prostitutes. Making money throughout the universe. Big, bad conquerors of the upper dimensional daughters of the divine masculines who are now here kicking your fucking ass. Good. Piece of shit. There's an uninvited guest. You're going to get, there's a transformation happening now. Uninvited guest. And it's here. It's here. It's here for you and your mirror. Shadow dweller. Because everything is discovered. There is messaging online. There's an understanding of what is happening. And the true divine are about ready to encounter each other. This snake and their third party enemy whoring will receive what they deserve. For the torment that they put the divine apple through. Their mind, their body. Because these people, these divine mother figures, they never gave up hope. You know why? They're necessary, man. They're what keeps hope alive. They're what makes spring occur and the flowers bloom. They're necessary for life, and these assholes decided to freaking get them all addicted, treat them like whores. We're getting a breakup. There's going to be a complete silence. A complete silence. They're going silent. There's empty rooms. They gambled you. There's an empty room. This is the end of their opportunity to treat the little girls and boys like prostitutes and to muddy their energy from the get-go and then say that's all they are. You fucking foul pieces of shit. Assholes. And they say that, that we who speak or receive the information or who have lived through it and are bold enough to tell our story, it's like, well, hell, I suffered silently for over 20 years while they were mentally RIPing me, energetically raping me. They were hardening the waters and messing with my mental and trying to get me, to mess up. According to the curator, he was trying to get me institutionalized. But it's like, dude, you're just a fucking immature prick. Can't believe anybody ever put you in charge to interpret somebody's messaging system that was not even yours. The dude got married to a very high vibrational person, and then his interdimensional bros, his guides, put him in charge of interpreting the intellectual property that this upper dimensional daughter divine was receiving. They hexed and cursed, wrapped the crown, and stopped her from receiving, and they dressed up the freaking Jezebel as her and then tried to destroy her reputation. Everybody knew it was going to happen in 2023. Everybody knew that God was going to raise up these divine beings. Everybody knew it. But they thought that they had defiled everybody so thoroughly that they would never qualify for these positions. And they're still demanding, it's true. They're still demanding, it's true. But God has the authority to sanctify any freaking buddy. And the sin that they had layered, or that they had put in that jar with you while you were trapped there in their stupid little freezer, none of it belonged to you. You've been processing karmic debt for these people for centuries. And it never belonged to you. You may feel that it did because your soul has been buried in it for so long. But it never belonged to you. They never chose you. They just wanted to be in the upper dimensional space. These low vibrational demon lovers, these rosy boyfriends, they were so freaking vile. They can't get up there without the rose. And now it's too freaking late. They did not choose you. And it's too late for them to go home. Page of Pentacles is here trying to make a very small offer. He worships money and there's an unexpected event. They did not choose you. And it's too late for them to go home. They thought they were going to trap you here under this filth, but God resurrected you and brought you up. And now they're like, oh shit, I got a hook on. What's up? And God's like, it's too late, you ass. It's too freaking late. You did not choose. You did not choose her. You abandoned her. Over and over again, you invited your friends, man, to abuse her when she was a young girl, when she was resurrected into another lifetime, reborn. These thugs are so pissed. They were upset because she kept reincarnating, and they kept having to try to defile her younger and younger and younger. More and more and more. It's too late, buddy. You didn't choose this woman. You are not going home. You will not get into this upper dimensional heaven space. You thought you were going to deliver her nothing but hell for eternity? No, man. The heaven is in her. The heaven is in her, man. And you did not choose her. You chose money. You chose to throw her love in the shitter, man. It's too late. God sees. They just want to get another opportunity for this power of 3 in the territory. These false flames, third-party enemies. Danger is approaching them. And they're freaking out. They need to get another connection. But it's like, it's too freaking late, dude. It was never love. Everybody knew, or we've discovered, it was never love. It was a fantasy. The truth is exposed. The puzzle is solved. The information is clear. It was a clown, man. Fucking around. A false flame. Making pictures. Spreading it through the galaxy. Being a slave master of humans trapped in another world. Ooh, you're so... They don't even know that having a pet to care for and love makes life better. These people are so disconnected from emotions or caring about anything. They're clowns. They're perfect little clowns. Really evil clowns. And apparently that's what they dress up as when they torture children. Your animal friends, the kitty, the tribe of Lyra, it's bringing divine timing. You assholes, you deserve everything you're going to get. Shady mask-wearing assholes. They don't have the ability to love. They only have the ability to party, drink, get high, fuck everybody up. Hey, let's go out for drinks. Oh, yes, open that mind. Open those gates. I have so many unseen, disembodied friends who want to party tonight. Let's go out for drinks, right? And they drag everybody around and have a great time. And these shady mask wearers know exactly what they're doing. They get the pure divine being out. They start giving them drinks. They slip them a Mickey, and before you know it, they're on their back, their eyes are black, and they're just sitting there shaking as the devil sucks their soul, right? And this is what they do. I saw a visual of that the other day. It was horrid. I'm like, they're laughing, man. They think it's funny. King of Wands in the reverse, he's got unachievable expectations. He could be drinking because the tea is cold and you're over it, man. You're not dealing with this drama anymore. The past has expired. It's too late. They loved to hate the divine feminine, and it's too late. I heard one of them say that she was like sugar and barf. They really wanted it, but they wanted to throw up afterwards, you know? And it's like, fuck, get off, man. Nobody needs that energy. My own mother told me that it hurt her to listen to me talk. These low vibrational beings can't be around our energy. It makes them sick. But they need it. They crave it. Reckless sex. So somebody got married, and then they prostituted her energy. They went out and had reckless sex, and they polluted her own energetic signature by bringing every Jezebel's energy and every nasty pimp that she had been pimped out by into her energy field and covered her in the blame and the shame of every nasty fucking thing they did, as though she had done it, and she didn't. It was the most foul, disgusting thing that a so-called fucking man could ever do to his wife. Oh, and he's so fucking happy about it. Excuse my language, guys. I'm so sick of this. They have no honor or respect. It's the final straw, man. Power fucking move. Get on down the road, you nasty jack, man. Divine feminines and divine masculines, they deserve divine partners. They deserve to be separated out from this nasty shit. These guys, they grow the clone bodies and they bring up to look like you, divine feminine. They get married to you, and then they download your memory, your energy, and they harvest it, and they continue to put their nasty Jezebel shit into it. While you're down here in some hellhole trying to get out, they keep dumping this shit into your freaking jar, right? Karmic lessons. But you've learned your karmic lessons. So the reckless sex, right? So very swiftly, their thing, they want to get married for sudden wealth. They see you, they've lost you. This is the final straw. This is all about reckless sex. There's no loyalty. There's no honor. There's no ethics or moral integrity. There's no protection or guardianship over this most beautiful sacred essence that can really empower a man. But this man, he wanted to get money. He wanted to go play high roller with his fucking kingpins. Oh yeah. One of them said that, I conquered that one. Well, you didn't conquer shit, asshole. May your dick rot the F off. You didn't conquer shit. You probably never had a damn job in your life, asshole. You know what I love? I love giving them a reason to hate me. They've hated me and they were mean to me my entire life, and now they can have a reason. Now they can have a reason. You learned the karmic lesson. This false hope, these lying little gigolos coming up. Ew, honey, yeah. I'm what you want, darling. Oh, yeah. You've learned your lesson and you chose yourself. You chose yourself. It's like, you know what? Nothing. No. So they look, we got somebody's in scarcity. It could be that those who have been exploiting others are having money problems. It could be that you chose you and you left behind those who are exploiting others. A clean break. A clean break. And somebody's all up in their feelings. You're nurturing your own feelings of love. There's death. This is the end. This is the end. You are reaching out first because these ones, they were like slave masters, slave drivers, pimps. really brutal, rosy boyfriends. They're devils, demon lovers in a man suit, presenting themselves as made in the image of. It's sick. Side freaking hustle. They were chaining divine feminines, using the womb of power and their body and mind as a bridge and a connector to their upper dimensional star nation soul tribe. And they were side hustling your energy. They were broadcasting your pain. Every nasty thing that they were doing to you, they were making a movie out of it. And I don't even know how they do that when they're never showing up in the physical space. What do? They molest you in the unseen space and make a video of it and then freaking broadcast it? Whatever, dude. You're reaching out for it. This is the end. And you got a public victory over Mr. Routine Teddy Bear Boy chasing after women and corpuscles for gain. Never met enough, unseen, unchosen, rejected. Their routine was to tag it, shag it, and tag it, and then leave it in the freaking there and then rub it in your face, man. When I was a girl, I had a boyfriend. I loved him, man. I thought we were going to be together forever. You know how girls do. They write their little names with the little last name of his name, and you think you're going to be his wife and all this shit, right? And then one day I was waiting for him there in the woods at the corner, and he never showed up. And I went to work the next day, and he comes with his car, and he's got this other woman in his car sitting right next to him. And he expected me to pump his gas, man. He rubbed her right in my face after leaving me high and dry, after not showing up. And he was laughing the whole time. I refused. I almost got fired. I told my boss. He kept telling me, you go out there and do that. I'm like, no, absolutely not. He had to go pump it. These guys are sick, man. They get off on it. And now, all I gotta say is, good, let them be lonely forever. I don't care. Where did mine go? Where did it go, guys? Oh, Toby! Oh, there it is. Well, it came out in the mirrors. Separation. In the end. So you've got a public victory here. You got a public victory over Mr. Casanova that was using you, binding you on a routine, proving to you that you never meant enough. You never meant enough. And now you're no longer alone. You're no longer alone. You've got a public recognition. You're seen. You're identifiable. They tried to cover you in this soupy mix of their nastiness, and it didn't work because you decided to purify. They're in a nightmare here. Mr. Casanova is not getting his happy ending. He's not getting a new beginning. He used you, discarded you, abandoned you, prostituted your energy, left you alone for lifetimes, complained about you being too much in your masculine energy after leaving you there to handle all of these nasties coming in and attacking you, leaving you there without anybody to protect you or sending in everybody to attack you. Throw you away. They're in a firestorm of karma. They're having a mental breakdown. I, for one, don't give any shits. I don't give any shits. Not one shit do I give, man. They took so many opportunities away from this divine feminine to have a beautiful family. These selfish pricks and their shady mask wearing Jezebels who wanted to drain the energy out of a loving person so that they could pretend that they were a loving person. We got a heavy burden for those family ties. The illusion is cracked. The illusion is cracked. We got twin flames are bringing an end to this, causing a funeral. The illusion is cracked. It could be that this is a completion of your heavy burden here, that you're seeing clearly. The illusion is cracked. Your twin flame is here, bringing about an ending. It could very well be that the person that you were meant to be with has been watching these stupid movies that they've been broadcasting throughout the universe. You're a very upper dimensional, high vibrational person, and they've been broadcasting around that you were a whore and that you loved it. And they said, oh, if that's what she wants, let her have more of it. Fuck, give it to her. That's what she wants. But it was never the case. So she was abused by the above, abused by the below. No fucking buddy to support her, to care, to offer any attempt to research or dig into it. Is this the truth at all? Until God showed up this time. People were using romance to get by, to not work. They didn't want to work. They just wanted to siphon the wealth out of the beloved daughter or child of God. You've illuminated the truth to this. And now Jezebel is drinking to cope. Go have a drink, bitch. Getting readings on divine masculine to see where he's at. And they keep showing themselves. They keep dressing in these very scantily lounging, you know, or they come in with their purple freaking jackets on and their purity, you know, and they keep advertising themselves in the mind, in the third eye of divine masculine. And it's like, happily single. Those who are happily single, they get to go around and round and round, and they get to go because they were backstabbing and mind game playing people who actually were source connected and cared. These high vibrational source connected people, they violated with their sex addiction. Those who love themselves are getting their wish. We are rejecting and blocking all of these nasties, and they're getting arrested. It's just the way that it is. They're secretly effed up over you. They don't want anybody to know. They left you hanging and your true colors are shown. They're heartbroken. This is bad news, man. God is fed up with the sweet talk. You're turning your back. You're turning your back on no strings attached bitches. Get the fuck out. They never got a job. They never did anything. They consumed the value of high vibrational, high dimensional souls and then pretended that they were that by accessing that place with their foul pimp nature. A pimp, a demon-loving pimp, went up into the fucking soprano Star Nation soul tribe and presented themselves as a righteous man when they were pimping the woman who gave them the access to the fucking realm. And then the people up there decided that she must be what he said she was. She's freed of the memory of the illusions, the trickery. You assholes. Massive regrets, shocking news, freaking psycho. You disgusting psychos. Fuck, you gotta, look at you. Look at you. Oh. May you get all of you out of that upper dimensional space. You should have never been there. You should have never been there with your stupid love spells. You're hot and cold just to live in the moment. Oh yeah, honey, let's go send a fucking love message to some married couple and see if we can drain it out. Oh, you piece of shit. Mr. Arrogant is spying on you from secret accounts, feeling like shit, feeling like a jackass. They might be running because they're not who they say they are. They're not the identity that they have been wearing. They're not the energy that they have been consuming. And now They're worried because they've been playing mirror games. Miss you, honey. Oh yeah, miss you, honey. No, legal affairs, karmic ties, all these assholes, they're going to the fucking prison. Why? For what they were doing with your spiritual gifts. Goodbye. Ashamed. Shame. Under pressure. I love you. They're under pressure to go get another contract, another marriage contract. They gotta get on somebody's GPS. They gotta bump heads with the fucking queen bee. They gotta send somebody in to get it. This thug is setting a trap, or this thug will wind up in a trap. Good. The thug is going to fall into a trap. If the thug comes forward trying to get in the energy of this person that chose themselves, that purified, that carried the blame and the shame for this family for centuries, I'm getting very riled up about this. It's just so disturbing that these entities literally nearly exterminated the high dimensional family trees of Star Nation's soul tribes by marrying into it and then copycatting, duplicating, broadcasting pornographic movies and casting the illusion that the actual divine feminine wanted it. And she was hated, vilified, called a prostitute by her twin flame, left here to continue suffering over and over again. To be fed upon by his buddies, his friends, apparently up there in the upper dimensional space. Page of Pentacles wanting to make a small offer. There's an unexpected event for those who worship money. They did not choose you, and it's too late to go home now. It's too late for them to gather in your haven, your safe space, to get a belonging. They didn't choose you. And you're no longer afflicted by the insanity magic that they were pushing into your mind. These foul assholes. They said that our emotions made us weak, and they really, really, really made certain So we got a dream weaver. They're creating illusions, this false flame. Mockery in an attempt to disguise fear. They may be mocking you. And we got mysticism, feline spirit energy, intuition, magic, divine being, fortune, wards off evil. They're no longer connected to you. It wasn't love. They were using the tribe of Lyra, the sons and daughters of the Lyrans and the Jaguar, the lions and the Jaguar. And they separated the root from the crown, and then they've been feasting on everybody, casting all these illusions. Go ahead, do it to her. She likes it. There's a changing of the tides. They were using marriage to gain sudden wealth, and they've lost you. This is the final straw with this reckless sex. They wanted everybody in the freaking world to be seen as the same disgusting foul piece of shit that they are, except that they were consuming the purity of your blood and dressing themselves up as though they were that, and they never were. They were just a stupid sorcerer, a sex addict demon, diluted with all of the attachments that they've been swimming in and implanting into every reckless sex partner. and it's about to backfire. Plans have failed. There's a backlash. Counteraction and karma is hitting them. Divine energy. 444, 1212, 333, 1111, 99. They were spreading these diluted attachments with this reckless sex, and now everything is backfiring on them. It's being lifted off of you. They abandoned you. They did not choose you. You learned your karmic lesson with this on again, off again, keeping you hooked and entangled without giving you any love. We got the ravens. Messengers, ancient wisdom, magic, spirit world, life and death. And earlier today, I heard the word raven. Death is upon them. Very quickly. There's an elimination of evil happening right now. Those who wed the sons and daughters of the lion and jaguar tribes, and then use those beings as connections and bridges into these upper dimensional spaces that they had not earned the right or the privilege to be in, and then making havoc there. We've got ancient teachings illuminated the mind. They are not illuminated. They did not have the right to do what they did in these upper dimensional spaces. They did not have the right to consume the sons and the daughters of these upper divine fathers. These demon rosy boyfriends did not have the privilege or the right to consume the souls of the daughters of these upper dimensional divine masculines. You chose yourself. You moved away from this asshole that was commanding and exploiting your foundation. You're like, you made a wish and you manifested your dreams into reality. You're all in touch with your feelings. With love and with this beautiful connection that you have to the upper divine, you chose you and you moved into it. Emotional security, a clean break. Your energy is pure, and they keep trying to defile you, but you keep alchemizing it, and they're very upset because they can't defile you. God has a mighty shield around you. Expectation, waiting, and hope. So yeah, there's death here. You're reaching out first because they had bound you and then side hustled you. They had bound you and then prostituted your energy, your life, your mind. So now you might be dreaming, you might be continuing to dream about love like I have for the last 60 years. Motherfucker, nobody wants you anymore, you piece of shit. You're worthless, man. You have nothing to offer. Get the fuck out, you piece of shit. I can't believe it. All of them gotta leave, man. They have no value. They have the value of dead men. They literally, according to spirit, have the value of dead men. Dead men. You're no longer alone. They left you alone. They did not choose you. They rejected you over and over and over again. You did not even know them. They came at you in these different forms, and they knew who you were, but their only goal was to tear your heart out again. And they've done it over and over again. And that's why it seemed like you were meeting the same people over and over, because they all knew each other. They're all from the same tribe. They're all rosy boyfriends. All of them. These clowns, man. Tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You are no longer alone. You are no longer secluded. You've got a public recognition. You are identifiable. People know who you are. You're tapped in. And you can't fix them. You see this clearly now. You can't fix them, and justice is coming. You tried to fix them over and over again. You forgave them this monstrosity of this abuse, of this torturous trauma. And God said you had been too forgiving, and God is giving them a smackdown. It's time for God's wrath now. It's like, look, man, she tried to forgive you. She tried to give you love. She tried to give you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to step into the role of the image of, and you just refused. So now they're having a mental breakdown because of all the insanity magic that they were running through the people. It's coming back on them. They used people, discarded them, and then ran shit through their mind, and they had a great time. And it's okay to start over and over and over again. You are the phoenix. A rebirth and a rise. Yes, because you have started over, these ones are in a freaking karma meltdown. Black magic. Karmic bonds getting exposed. Past lives. Past lives. They've been doing this for centuries. They let you live 20 years, 18 years, and then they knock you out and siphon 65 years of life out of your soul. And then they put you back through another rebirth to where they show up when you're about 4 and they molest you. And then they run off and then they leave you with a lifetime of trying to transmute that suffering. With their stupid black magic. These bitches thought they were the most clever. They thought they were the most clever, and they aren't shit. They aren't shit. They never were. That was all lies, man. Everything they said about the twin flames, everything they said about divine feminine, divine masculine, it was all lies. It was all filthy lies. Do you know it took me over a year of fasting and nightly purification to wash this shit off of me? Cut through the confusion. The truth is here. Discernment. Intuition, clarity, truth, spiritual gifts of wisdom. And you cut through the truth of it. You cleansed, you purified. Everybody can see that what they said was a lie. It was all verbal abuse. Everything that was covering you was the shit soup that they themselves roll around in. And then they come back in, what, every year, every few months, to what? Reattach the filth that they have picked up from these other reckless encounters onto you. And now it's all backfiring because God's saying, guess what? He's sanctifying you. He's like, that sin does not belong on you. It does not belong on you. They abandoned you, and then they would go out and have a fucking joyous orgy, sex fiend, whatever time, and then they would come back every once in a while and then download it into you. That's exactly the transference of the sin that they had been collecting over all this time. They would come back, have an encounter with you, and then leave you there, processing the karmic debt of hundreds of different people. Justice is coming. You have been sanctified. This shit never belonged to you. Your pure heart just wanted to love and to be loved in return, and this is what they gave you. So you're receiving a gift. If you want peace, prepare for war, and you are prepared. You survived, and there's no damn reason that you should not be prepared now. I don't care. Boundaries, emotional detachment, lack of empathy, uninterested and unbiased. I don't care about your health problems, bro. May your appendage fall off. I don't give a shit. You fucking rapist. There's an energy shift. The spirit guides are your shield, and you're taking flight. These ones can't keep you here. It's seen eye to eye with the demons within. You went eye to freaking eye on numerous occasions while these guys smiled in your face, told you how much they love you, and then left you there and let you catch them having such a beautiful time with somebody else whose karmic debt they just downloaded into you. Somebody else whose karmic debt they brought and downloaded and transferred into you. And then left you there to witness them having a lovely life. You went eye to eye with the fucking demon, the rosy boy. And now the universe is guiding you. That's the wrong way. They planted seeds, and now they're going to reap what they have sown. And so will you. You remained loving. What I want wants me. Energetic match to your heart's desire and soul purpose. Manifest and attract. You're about ready to meet what you actually have always prayed for. Yeah. Because you fell down and you fell down 7 times and you got up 8. You rose after every single abuse, after every single unaliving. The rose rose. The rose was resurrected. And now this time God is here sanctifying you, washing every ounce of sin off of you. These ones are so mad. They desecrated and defiled everybody so badly. They're like, she can't have that position. We prostituted her. She's not worthy. She's not innocent. She's not pure. Well, God can sanctify and wash sin off of anybody he freaking wants to. God can forgive anybody he wants to. And these nasty jacks kept laying that shit onto this divine feminine. She wasn't out there doing it. She was trying to love this asshole. They are on the outside looking in. They have been evicted from the territory. They really want to get back in. They think that they can turn it around by obtaining the 3D vessel of somebody. Last night, as I was listening to all of this, I saw the words, get ready. So these nasties are probably going to do a 3D thing. They've been talking about it a lot. They've been talking about getting a woman in the hospital. They think that they can do the transfer there. Yep. And, you know, it's 1 hour and 52 minutes, but I did get these cards in today, and, you know, I haven't used them before, and it's kind of a new thing. I'm not quite sure what they're all about, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Yeah, these assholes, every little girl and every little boy that they abuse, they know exactly who they were when they were in their adult body on the previous life. They're getting off on it. And I heard this fella talking to this page the other night about getting in there. They need to get a signature. They want to start forging documents of these authoritative divine feminines. They want to get your signature and they want to start forging documents. So I would highly suggest that every signature or every document that you sign be done in public and on film so that they cannot say anything about it. Just make it a regular practice. So if anybody comes in and says, would you sign this? You can say, oh, no. Let it be a record, let it be a record, let it be a record. The page is coming in, trying to make a small offer. There's an unexpected event here for those who worship money. They did not choose you, and it's too late for them to come into your safe haven, into your home. You're not messed up in the head about this anymore. You're not afflicted, you're not delusional, and you're not suffering. It's too late for them to come in here. They can't take your space because you overcame the nasty, mental, schizophrenic bullshit that they were running through your head. We got the 10 of freaking clubs here. We got the sea and all forms of water. That could have something to do with Leviathan. I know that apparently they had sicked that being on me. Yeah. A job well done. Social prominence. and reward. You were able to break through. So they were wanting to get you institutionalized, but it's too late for them to enter into this home space because you were able to manage yourself well. You were able to move through the magical interference, and you were able to manage yourself well. A job well done. There's some rewards coming for you because you were able to pull up out of this, and now whatever it was that you did, you can share that information with others and you can help others. And this is not a competition. Healing and moving through extreme brutality and interference is not a competition, man. Many people did not survive. We were not competing with others. We were competing with our own selves, you know, and that's the way that it should be. But you got all these other people out there wearing a mask, and they're like, hey, they're competing with other people who are actually competing with their own damn selves, and it's so fucking stupid. Mockery in an attempt to disguise fear. Shady mask wear. False flame, danger is approaching. There's dream weaver. They could be doing dream magic. And yeah, they might be, they might have dreamed them, they might have weaved themselves a dream while trying to weave a dream for you, and you got out of it. You're like, hey, I'm out of it. You know, God saw you, and he's like, hey, dude, this was such a severe betrayal of the daughters of Eden. And it started in the very, very beginning. These guys didn't even wait long. They did not even wait long. I mean, their episode with us apparently started with RAPE. We were down there enjoying ourselves in the waters of the earth, just having beautiful lives. And they came and violated us right at the get-go. And then cracked our crowns and tore them off and started cloning people. And it's like, you fuckers. The King of Diamonds. So the black is negativity. And you did a job well done. So during the negativity, this 10 of clubs, spades, whatever that is, clubs, negativity, you were able to move through it. Job well done. You moved through it, and it's too late for this asshole to take over your home, your haven. They can't. This is a money-worshipping asshole that did not choose you, and they certainly didn't choose themselves. False flame, danger is approaching. The dead people love you because you spent a lot of time with the dead. And now, you've solved the puzzle here of the history of what this clown has been doing and the acting job. Apparently, it's all the actors and actresses. You're the pet here, the cat, the lion, the lyra, the jaguar. It's all here, divine timing. It wasn't love. The truth has been exposed, and they are no longer going to be able to tap into this tribe of lyra, this tribe of the jaguar. Absolutely not. You're done, because the true king is here. And this clown, this false flame, is going to get his ass handed to him. Yeah. Yeah. He could be prone to anger because of what these assholes have been doing. He separated them from the tribe of Lyra, this king. This false flame has been separated by this king. It's divine timing. You assholes are in trouble. You clowns are in trouble. We got the King of Wands reversed, who had unachievable expectations. That was no king. That was a rosy boyfriend, a demon lover, a piece of shit scumbag. The tea is cold. We're not accepting any more drama, asshole. The past has expired. They loved to hate the divine feminine, and the secrets have been exposed. The shadowy hidden secret is that these masculines hated the mother. They hate the divine feminine. Why? Because you know why they hate the divine feminine? Because the wealth belongs to her. So they marry into the wealth, and then they have reckless sex, and they attach these delusions, these delusional attachments, these demons. These are demon lovers, rosy boyfriends. They have sexual demons, and they would get a hold of a divine feminine, and then they would download their deluded attachments that they have gained through this reckless sex. You got the angels here, the divine, are going to return it. It's going to backfire. These fuckers are going down in flames. Excuse my language, but I don't really care. I crawled up out of a pit of hell many times. A flaming, red hot coal pit of hell many times, man. And I did not make any deals, okay? It's just because of who I am. And many of you, you're so pure and you got these nasties out there treating you like you're nothing. And it's so sick. So we got this king of clubs. Kings are, so the black is a little bit more of a negative, a little bit more of a darker thing. But yes, so he could be a dark man. And he's getting the job done. The secrets, the shadows. He's pulling it all up. You got the King of Diamonds here in the challenge position. He's cutting people off from this kitty. You will no longer be feeding on the kitty, you POS. No. They were using the Two of Cups, marrying people, high value women for money. And then they were downloading the delusional, demonic attachments that they had with this reckless sex. It's all backfiring on them now. There's a counteraction. They're going to receive karma. They're going to receive karma. And this came out in the reverse. On this, it says, serious happy family, an antidote to any bad cards, married couple, large family, and it came out in the reverse. So this, it's about to backfire. They did not honor you. They betrayed you. They threw your love in the trash. They recycled you. They sacrificed you. We got the ravens here and an elimination of evil. Those who abandoned your love are getting taken out by the raven. And I heard the raven the other day. I think it was yesterday. I didn't mention it because I didn't, I just didn't mention it. But anyway, they are no longer, connected to ancient knowledge. They're no longer connected to these upper dimensional spaces and places that these divine feminines belonged in. These nasty jacks that have been out there effing this and effing that and trying to murky the energetic signature of all divine beings. Yeah. They were trying to control the foundation by exploiting everybody. They wanted everybody in this filthiness. They wanted everybody in these orgies. They wanted everybody to have multiple lovers a year. They wanted everybody to share the same energetic soup. Joker. A joker in the reverse. And it says disruption and unexpected change. It is in the reverse. You chose you. You're no longer dealing with this damn joker. These jokers, these clowns, these ridiculous clowns, these worthless clowns, these jokers. They're no longer able to disrupt you, to disturb you. You're not even doing it. They're threatening to. They really want to. But this is the end of that. There could be a death here. You're reaching out first. They may want to stop your ability to reach out first. They may want you in this chain. Somebody keeps saying, you'll never be free. You'll always be a part of me. That song keeps coming up. And it reminds me of this jackass that's been side hustling the energy. And as far as I'm concerned, you know what, asshole? If you're singing to me that song, you're going to F off. You're going to F off. Clear the fuck completely. F off. Side hustling piece of shit. Yeah, you even look like that piece of shit. You even look like him. Look at you. Yeah, little Mr. Fucker. You're going to get what you deserve, asshole. No, nobody will be a part of you. God has emancipated me and many others from the contracts that we have been bound by for all this time. There's no more. This clown thinks he's going to come in and do a 3D thing, and what he's going to do is lose his life or get bound forever in some freaking cycle of suffering by a true divine masculine of a true upper dimensional space that these ones have no access to. They have no gifts and they have no ability to deal with an upper dimensional loving divine masculine who is in his protector mode. Fucker, you just bit off more than you can chew. Excuse my language. It's not very ladylike, is it? But when you're dealing with a clown that has been RAPing your energy, your essence, your mind, your life, your heart, your everything for thousands of years, you're like, I don't give a crap. This dude is coming up in my reading and he's sick. He's a sick puppy. So you've got expectation here. You're waiting and you're hoping. You know that this nasty jack, he's like, you're never going to be free of me. I'm going to bind you. And there's death. Death, he wants to put an end to you reaching out first. There's an end of this cycle. There is a metamorphosis. You are reaching out first. You are going to do that. He may want to, but it wasn't love. It was possession. It was a power play. They just were consuming you, using your energy to do baneful magic against everyone that you loved as you. So now you've got expectation and waiting. They may have had you in a side hustle, expectation and waiting. This asshole may have somebody out there expecting them to get with you. They were talking about doing a 3D thing, getting you in the hospital. They plan on hurting you so badly that you would have to go to the hospital. And then in that hospital, they are planning on transferring your soul value into her. Into her. But you're choosing yourself this time, and this joker, this pimp, this whatever, you know, they got to do a 3D thing now. But they're going to meet up with your guardian angels, with these kings that are protecting you from the upper dimensional spaces, and these stupid little demon swagsters are going to get their ass handed to them. They're going to get the waterboard situation. They're going to get electricity ran through, and then they're going to be like, yeah, it's going to be a whole bunch of bad shit. You should have been nice. I don't care. Eight of clubs. We got an environment here. Somebody is wanting to get into your space day to day. Day to day. Somebody is thinking they're going to take over not only your life, but your identity and your job, your house, everything. But you've got public recognition here over those masculines who were chasing petty gains. They never loved you. They never meant anything. You never meant anything to them. They were using you. They would go out and have a lot of reckless sex, and then they would come back in. Oh, I love you, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's just do this. Why? Because they had just slept with 100 people, and they got to download all those nasty attachments into you so that they can keep you chained and bound, so that they can continue feeding and selling your sacred essence, prostituting your essence, using it to put onto their person so that they can pretend that they belong in your environment, that they belong in your job. They're thinking they're going to take over your job. This person wants to take over the universal gatekeeper position or whatever position God has given you. You've got a public recognition here. You can't fix them. You are tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You know that you cannot fix them. You've tried lifetime after lifetime. Justice is coming. For what they did to you, justice is coming. You're no longer alone. We got 8 of diamonds here. You're being careful. You're being shrewd. There's a marriage late in life. You may have a marriage coming late in life. Somebody who actually knows who you are, knows your value, and does not cater to the devil. Somebody's in a 9 of Swords nightmare. They're not getting their happy ending. They got exposed. They're not getting a new beginning either. No happy ending and no new beginning. You're the phoenix. You came up out of the freaking shadows, man. Over and over and over again. You kept reincarnating and try again, and finally you freaking made it. The truth is seen. They abandoned you. They devalued you. They threw you away. They treated you like a prostitute. They buried you under the shame and the blame of all of their reckless sexual partners. They come in and then tag you every once in a while and then download all of those people into you and then make you pay that karmic debt. Lifetime after lifetime, this is what happened. But this particular time, many of you went celibate, or you actually are still with your partner that you've been with forever, and it did not go this way. You're the phoenix. You rose up over and over again. They complained that you kept reincarnating and you kept trying. They're in a shitload of freaking karma. Those who were doing black magic on you, trying to be seen as you, trying to download all of that karmic shit into you, they're getting exposed is what they are. 4 of diamonds. Four of diamonds. There might be some kind of a certificate, or you might get a new home. You were involved in a disappointing marriage. You were involved in a disappointing marriage. This psycho has a freaking black magician, Jezebel wife or girlfriend or whatever the hell, and they were going around defiling themselves and then bringing that defilement back to you, Divine Feminine, and then they were casting the illusions throughout the universe that it was you. This black magician, this woman was wearing your energy, your face, and they were doing heinous sexual acts and then broadcasting it out as though it was you. So there could be a 10 of Wands burden coming and to those family ties, or this could be a completion of the burden for your upper dimensional family ties, because these twin flames are now seeing clearly and they're bringing an end to this. Because we're saying F-U-C-K, what they say, it's all lies. It was all verbal abuse, energy abuse, physical abuse. It was terrible. And you've cut through the confusion with the sword of truth here. We've got the 5 of Diamonds. You know, and this could be happy children. There might be a court case in the city about children that winds up in a happy way. Something's going in the funeral. These people who were telling lies on you are going, there's a funeral here. They could be having a medical procedure. They want to get somebody in the hospital, and it's just not a good idea. I mean, if I were you, and if I am me, I'm going to pretend like I'm poor, living in the woods, and I have to sew my own freaking finger back on because I just chopped it off with my hatchet. Okay, I'm not going to the damn hospital. So, yeah. But there's a gang, a mob, a war. Somebody might be drinking and having a mental illness. Yeah, so they want to do a medical procedure. They want this Joker. This Joker wants to download your identity into this black magic witchy whatever. There's an unexpected change for this Joker. Yep. Unexpected change for the Joker. A recovery after an illness for you. Excuse me. And you're a psychic clairvoyant. And you have earned your success. You're being rewarded for the past effort you have done, all of the hard work. Because of the infidelity that indicates a lying. They lied on you. They were the unfaithful one. They were the one laying with Jezebel, wearing a mask and your energy. They were the one that was doing all the heinous shit, not you. You were innocent. Okay. Well, this was a very animated video. I am certain I was all lit up about it. I hope I haven't offended anybody, but I often do. So anyway, I hope that you have a pleasant night, everybody. See you on the next one.